Do you guys watch Yellowstone at all?
I watched like the first 3 or 4 seasons.
I got it a little while ago. I just wanted to get Kelly a good old. We don't have Paramount or whatever channel it's on.
Yeah.
So I bought Kelly a good old fashioned box set of DVDs for Christmas, and
Nice.
we've been working our way through it.
She's like, thanks.
I just love it. Today they did a lot about fucking go back to Billings. Just take your fucking get off our ranch and go back to Billings. I'm like, yeah, go back to Billings. Born and bred, baby. Billings, Montana, right here.
What's up with Billings? Is it just like the hayseed?
It's no, it's the other way around. It's the biggest city in the state.
Oh.
Even though it's the smallest, it would be the smallest city in California. We all think we're pretty fucking cool, and we're totally not. Like, just because you can't see a ranch from my house doesn't mean I'm not a fucking hick. Who was born in a trailer? This guy. Thank the light, everyone. I am your Anderson Cooper Sadai, and these are my wolf brothers.
Damn it, I will be your Walter Cronkite Sadai. I was already on that one too, but you're a little more timely.
And I'll be your Tucker Carlson.
That was actually who I was thinking of. I was thinking of Tucker Carlson, but my brain was moving too slow, so I went Anderson Cooper.
Like your camera right now.
Good evening. I'm Walter Cronkite.
All right.
I think it's when you get loud is when you start jumping around.
God damn.
It's just doing it again.
It is? Let me unplug that. I'm just going to fucking unplug everything.
I don't care. I kind of think it's funny, but it's distracting.
Did you see the...
I just look at myself the whole time that I'm talking, so I would know what you're doing.
Did you see that they made the announcement about that AI companion thing, Justin?
Yeah. What is that exactly? Because that was one of the things that I kind of missed news-wise. I just didn't have the time to really get into it.
It
seems dumb.
It's called vaporware. You know what vaporware is? Yeah, they talk about it. It'll never come out. It's going to be like these Wheel of Time movies that they're talking about too.
Do you think that? I was going to say that's one of the things I have on the news. There's 4 Wheel of Time movies slated up. I thought that they were doing that because they know the show's going to end.
Oh no, yes.
But they're not supposed to be. They're not supposed to be. I think this was the Age of Legends, right?
Yeah.
So is AI writing the new Wheel of Time movies? Is that what's going on?
I kind of think it might be.
No.
Is that not what's happening? No? Okay.
No, that's not what's happening. No, they're supposed to be coming out with some app. It's supposed to be some app, supposedly, that was going to be like a companion to the books. So you can and it's going to have like a digital assistant, almost like a Siri, I guess.
Oh, you mean like Dragon Mount already is? Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can, hey Google, who's Rand al'Thor?
Here you go.
Hey Google, who's Rand al'Thor?
Here you go.
Okay.
It's just
apparently it's like Arya. Rand al'Thor is no one.
Here you go.
Rand al'Thor is apparently a faceless man. So
here we go, everybody.
Who knew?
They're going off Rand al'Thor from the TV show. He has nothing. There's nothing there.
He is a friend to the Dragon Reborn, who is Nynaeve, or Egwene, or Moiraine.
First of all, there's not a lot of news. So let's be 100% real. There's not a lot of news. There's not a lot of shit going on. We haven't heard there's no release date, right? Yeah, there's nothing about season 4, if it will happen or not. You've heard about these movies vaguely. Nothing really else. And this will be set in the Age of Legends, I suppose. So there's not a lot of stuff to be excited about right now. But at the same time, I'm just kind of I'm staying. Jeremy's just rubbing his forehead this entire time.
Listen.
Hasn't said a word. For those of you, this is bad radio, but I'm just going to explain it to you. Picture when you have a headache, kind of rubbing from the edge of your eyebrows to the bridge of your nose, just
I think
when your kids disappoint you.
Let's see what Jeremy wants to do with the show. Let's see where Jeremy wants to.
What we need to do is just say what we feel. If the show sucks, the show sucks. Justin, as the great Emperor Palpatine once said, use your aggressive feelings. Let the hate flow. You've controlled your fear. Now release your anger. Release it.
I think you're right, Jeremy. But I think when we do like every 4 to 6 episodes, we'll do a like during the off season. You know, every
These
4
are the
to
things
6.
I hate.
Well, no, I don't want every book chapter to divulge into why this makes the show terrible. Like, if we're going to talk about the books,
No.
let's just keep it to the books, and then we can rant every couple weeks about where the show's going. And then obviously when the show's on and we're watching the episodes and it's terrible, we can say that loud and proud.
Or if it's not terrible.
If it's not terrible, we'll say that too.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just honest. And I love it because I love it. So it's like, even if it's bad, I'm still going to love it a certain way. But
I don't understand that. Hold on. Just hold on. You don't do that with Star Wars.
yeah, I do.
You love Star Wars. No, you don't. Because you didn't like the 7, 8, 9 movies.
But I still watched them.
And you don't like most of the TV shows. Well, I watched them too. Doesn't mean you like them. I've watched all of Wheel of Time. I don't like it. I've watched it.
But okay, the difference in Star Wars is the reason why it's a little bit looser for me is because I didn't read 14 books that were like the Bible of a story and then have someone go fucking bastardize it. It's
Okay.
Lucas bastardized it from the beginning in a lot of ways, but made it great in a lot of ways. And then Jar Jar and stuff like that. There's still tons of great shit about it. And the stuff that's still good, like I really liked Ahsoka. There were a few parts of Obi-Wan that was like, cool, but most of it sucked.
Okay. I did not think you were going to go there. Okay. You brought it back.
They were like, all right, like the fight scene at the end between him and Vader is good. It's poignant. It's emotional, stirring.
I never even made it there.
Dude, if you watch that, it's okay. But it is what it is. But that's good and it's poignant and it gives perspective to like Ahsoka and a few other things. Watching the show, I recommend watching Rebels from start to finish.
Yeah.
And fucking then watching Ahsoka right afterwards because those two together are
They're companions.
You can even leave the Mandalorian out. You can watch Mandalorian and Boba. They're not great. They're okay. Mandalorian's really good for the first 2 seasons, but Ahsoka and the Rebels together,
Boba Fett's terrible.
dude, it's like scissoring. It's so good.
Desmond, I would like you.
Jeremy loves to scissor.
I finally watched those Sanderson critiques a little bit.
Pretty good, huh?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. You're like, oh God, oh no, oh yeah, he's so right. You should watch it too, Desmond. You won't get
He's
as
a
much
little
out of it.
snarky, so maybe he's having some fun with it. But it seems like he's trying to be lighthearted about some stuff that he really doesn't like.
Yeah, he was trying to.
But I mean, you can read into it however you want, right? But
Desmond, I would really like you to watch Obi-Wan because you're a guy who just loves loving things, and so
Yeah.
you like TV. I would like you to hear your honest opinion on this.
I've watched some Obi-Wan and it's fine. Like
Okay, that's about as for you. That's like horrible, right? It's fine.
did you hate Solo?
Who are you asking?
Any of you guys? Did you hate Solo? I loved Solo.
here's my problem with Solo.
I barely remembered Solo.
Solo had more endings than Fellowship of the or not whatever the last.
Return of the King.
Like, I don't know what it is about Solo. I like Solo, but it's like it's the same beef as Transformers. It's like I really liked the first hour and 45 minutes of this, but holy shit, you're really like,
Yeah.
I feel like at one point they were like, we should do a Han Solo trilogy. And then they're like, nope. And they're like, okay, then let's put all the shit in this 5-pound bag.
Seriously.
Because there was a 3-book trilogy, Tales from the Mos Eisley Cantina, that was like, that's what they wanted to do. It was like how Han got the Falcon, how Han hooked up with Chewie. And they're really good. They're really good.
That's one of those movies that like, I need to start it an hour in. Because I always around 115 minutes, I'm just like, I don't care anymore. I
start it where him and Chewie are like locked up together.
Yeah.
And you'd be all right.
And it also like, I always have to, some Star Wars stuff is better or worse. I don't know how you'd say about it. Like, I realize it's and they set it up from the beginning. Like, this is the Star Wars universe. It's fucking crazy. There was literally a wolf man in A New Hope. So I know we're dealing with some crazy shit. But there's something about that creature, that creature that's
There was a Wolfman in New Hope. What?
Literally, they literally just got a Wolfman.
Yeah, there is.
Like out of they're like in the
If
costume.
you look at the cantina.
Yeah, if you're in the
Okay,
cantina,
okay,
like they literally, and they said it too, like they were just in the costume room,
I don't like you either.
and they're like, "Oh, grab that Wolfman thing," and like,
Yeah,
but
that'll
there's
work.
there's some creatures in Solo where I'm like, no, they don't. This is not the same universe. Like these things are like you've imported something from a different universe, and that's my problem for sure. Because Star Wars is full of weird creatures, but I don't know why it really sticks out like a sore thumb in Solo.
Well, with Solo, it was originally they started directing. It was Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, who wrote like Into the Spider-Verse. They did the Lego Batman movie. They did some great stuff, some great TV stuff. Those guys are hilarious. So they're really good. Some of the stuff that they do. And then they got fired. And then Ron Howard came in and finished that movie. So
That's right.
I wanted to see what Phil Lord and Christopher Miller could do because those guys they're good. If you ever watched Last Man on Earth, you guys ever watch that?
I think so. Oh, the show? I liked that show.
Yeah, the TV show.
I liked that show until it became painfully obvious that he was not the last man on Earth.
Well,
and I was like, I don't know what this show is, but you
Oh, is that with Will Forte?
you
Yes, Will Forte.
severely misadvertised this television program.
Yeah, I can handle Will Forte in like small doses.
love that guy. I love him. Everything he does that he's in is, for me, it's hilarious. Jason Sudeikis, not a fan. Do not like.
Huh. That's a good. Can we do a Forte or Sudeikis? Sudeikis game?
Yeah,
A Saturday Night Live game show called Forte or Sudeikis.
let's take a poll.
Forte or Hater all day.
Ooh, hater.
Ooh, yeah, Bill Hader's pretty good too.
All right. So, is there any real news? I have something I wanted to. I'm going to end on a high note, so I want to get all.
Yeah,
this
mostly casting stuff. That the Jeremy, I know you know how to say her name. Shora.
Sure, Agdashlu.
I don't know how to say her last name. She is going to be Elena, right?
Baruz.
That's confirmed. And he said Belarus.
No, but Baruz. That was her son in 24. Baruz. Yes, that's deep voice. That smoker's voice.
So, are we going to get a better version of Matt's luck? Like, I'm not seeing, how from the casting stuff and the leaks that I've seen, doesn't seem like he's in Ryudan or Roydian or however you say it. So
He's not. He's going to be in Tanchico.
which is like, what the hell?
So
Do you think that I'm thinking maybe hopefully they'll have some version of the Terangriel door, but I don't think we're going to get the fin either from what they're saying.
I think we'll get a bastardized version of it.
I think that the only way to save this show and this season is if they somehow kill, because that's one of the other leaks is that they're going to
Kill it off. Yep.
No,
Put a bullet in it.
just, take it back like Old Yeller out back. He's my dog.
Old Yeller it.
Just Rafe. He's your dog. You got to deal with this. It's my dog, Paul.
Rafe's like, wait, me? No, not me. Sorry, Rafe. You got to go down with the ship.
Sorry, bro. I'm hoping that, one of the things that we're talking about in the chapter, it'll be next week. We talk about the stone doorway and stuff a little bit. I'm hoping that they get some sort of bastardized, as long as it's okay with the fin, I hope we get some sort of Gowan fight with Matt. Like, Matt has to come up huge this season. And from what I'm seeing, it just doesn't seem like he's going to be that big of a part of it.
Well, I think it's all but confirmed that Gowan won't be part of the show, right? They're going to be
I
combined.
think they're going to kind of combine them. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
You're not getting that fight. I'm sorry. It's not happening. You're past that.
Yeah, that's pretty depressing.
The one thing I did see that they cast some pretty cool actresses. They got Olivia Williams.
I was just
To play Morghese, yeah.
looking her up. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's great. She was the wife in The Sixth Sense, of Bruce Willis's wife. She was the girl that Bill Murray and what's the kid from Rushmore? He was a kid, but now he's an adult. But they both fell in love with her. She was the teacher.
Oh yeah.
Jason Schwartzman.
Thank you. Rushmore still might be one of my favorite movies. That movie is great.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I know The Postman. Holy shit.
Well, now you're in.
She did Postman and then Rushmore and then Friends. Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
And then Sixth Sense. Boy, she was on a run in the 90s.
Yeah, seriously. Late 90s, she was on fire.
Wow. Who did she piss off?
Yeah, right?
Then she got sent to TV.
You know why? You know what? No, you know what it was? Lena Headey showed up, and they're like, we can get her a little bit cheaper. And they kind of look exactly alike.
Shame. Shame. Tom is going to be back this season. That's another thing that I saw, but I think he's going to be in Tanchico. So at least, hopefully, maybe him and Matt will be together.
You've lost all that time where you would have set up his character. So you're just going to show up and they're going to be like, who's this guy?
Hey, I'm back. Oh, it's Tom. Remember they had that moment where they was stealing the amethyst from the Deadeye Yeoman.
Yeah, remember that? He sang that terrible song.
They can make it up to me if Tom and Bale Doman become buddies and go on adventures together.
Dude,
spin-off show.
Fucking spin-off show. Hell yeah. I'd watch that shit. The Adventures of Bale and what's his face?
Tom and Bale.
Bale and the Gleeman.
This morning on the Thank the Light podcast, Bale and
The Adventures of Bale and the Bard.
Oh, there you go. You know what you guys need to do? Can you play 2-player in what's that game that you're playing right now, Justin?
Co-op for sure.
You can play 2-player. So your guy's a bard. Desmond needs to make a guy that looks like Bale Doman, who's a ship captain, and then you guys play together.
Justin, I am so sorry. I will admit I probably didn't give it enough time, but I'm also a 47-year-old man who knows what he likes, and that game I can just tell just isn't for me.
Yeah, it's all good.
Sorry.
You were never an RPG guy like that, so
I have my moments, but it's a thin needle you gotta thread. Like, and that one just immediately I was like, oh yeah, no, these are the ones I don't like.
I just thought you might be into it because you can make all the characters naked.
Yeah, if I had more time, I might, but I need to fucking get in.
You're a bigger perv than I am. So.
I need to get in, I need to race, and I need to get out. I don't need to.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're a car game guy, and that makes me want to kill myself.
Ooh, what's this guy's personality? I don't care.
What's this guy on the road gonna say? I don't know. Can I just stab him?
I'm playing Need for Speed right now, and there is like this huge story that goes along with it. I have no idea what they're talking. Like every time they get out of the car and start
just
talking,
spamming the X button, just go.
No,
go,
next race.
Yeah, they try to add some of that shit into Madden. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know. Your player is going to go talk to a manager. No, he's not. He's going to get back on the field.
He's going to get right back in the car. Are we having a time jump? I haven't heard anything about that.
I don't think anyone cares.
I think season 3 is going to start at Tom Maryland's funeral.
And they're going to be like, who is this again?
You guys are the worst. Speaking of dying in funerals, let's get there. Rosamund Pike moved back to the UK, which she's been living in wherever they've been filming it. What is it, Croatia or
Romania?
They've been in South Africa, apparently. That's all I saw when I.
No, she's been mostly filming in
on the clit of the South Africa.
That's not where it's at. It's Cape Town.
Oh, okay, that's the Horn of South Africa.
That's the horniness of South Africa. So there's some speculation that maybe they are going to kill her off this season.
It would make sense. Like it's hard to send someone like that away for 2 seasons. Like either they write her into a bunch of shit she doesn't belong, or they kill her off.
I think the faster they do it, the more chance this show has of succeeding.
Wow.
Not that she's bad. They just focus on her too much.
Yeah, agreed. That I agree with.
So like if they kind of drop her character or have her be a background character and like you get the Battle of the Two Rivers and it's just awesome. And you get a lot of good stuff with Perrin and the Two Rivers. Aram's coming back, by the way, which if Aram's arc comes to fruition, it's not going to mean shit because he doesn't follow Perrin around for 2 years, being his fucking hound dog. So it doesn't mean anything. So I hope that they don't waste time on that. They probably will. I feel like Swan's got to die. Or Swan's got to die as well. I think her and Moraine both. I think the coup happens, and I think Swan dies this year, and I think Morghese either goes to the doorway or something happens with her and Lanfear, and they disappear for a while.
Morghese?
Sorry, Moraine. Sorry, not Moraine.
Moraine. Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I meant.
I did.
And they really need to again, one of the things I was watching Nebuliss's video and some of the things that he was like, look, he can see he's starting to get pretty critical of it too. He's just like, these are like 5 things I really want to see. And one of them was just really bringing to the forefront, first of all, that how much more powerful Rand is than every other channeler except the Forsaken, and how he starts to kind of just figure shit out, instinctively. the clip we're going to listen to is going to kind of show that from the book standpoint. And I think they do it in a really poignant way. And I think you could do this exact scene to show it. You know, I think it would be one of those things where, she pulls down her veil to show him she trusts him. It's like, it's that simple. But we're getting Aaron back. We're getting Natty Cawthon back. Moghedon's obviously coming back. The only other thing, did either one of you guys see the leaked or listen to the leaked script that they think it was on What Up, Jeremy? Did you not listen to that one?
I didn't see that one, no.
Okay, it's a leaked script, and it sounds like somebody's got somebody held hostage, and I can't tell. It sounds like Forsaken maybe having Rand or somebody else. But it sounds interesting. It would be more than Samael ever gets in the books. He doesn't get a lot of face time in the books, right? I mean, like,
no.
He's a kind of background character, and then him and Rand have a big fight, and then that's it.
Yeah, that's it. And he's dead. And when he's dead,
that's literally it,
it's
right?
left ambiguous, too. I kept thinking he was going to come back. And they're like, no, he's dead.
For a while, I thought he was the person that offed Asmodean, because I was like, he's not around. Maybe it was him. I don't fucking know.
Spoilers.
And the only other casting I had was Jack Alcine. So, yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, I think that's it, man. Uno did get back to me, and I gave me his agent, Des, which I passed on to you. So,
yeah,
he is going to be at WatCon, right?
Ooh, where's WatCon or JordanCon?
JordanCon. He's going to be at JordanCon.
Is he going to be at JordanCon?
He's going to be at one of them. I can't remember which one.
So
I think whichever one's in the UK. Which one's in the UK?
Well, that's WatCon.
Okay, that's the thing he's going to be at.
So speaking of JordanCon, like some good news. JordanCon is getting ready. Unfortunately, this is if you were hoping to go there and get a table or something, it's too late. They closed their registration on the 8th. But it just with all the bitching we do on here and all the bitching we hear, and just the lack of like I said, we would love to talk about something good, but that means we have to hear something good. But JordanCon, like they're genuinely excited to get together and hang out of like-minded people. And I'm really bummed we can't go this year. I still want to make try to get to it next year, because they're just like, they're going to have talks about the show. And, I don't know if, they're just faking excitement, or if they're just not going to let people complain, or if these are just people who are genuinely, just happy to see whatever they can of the books come on screen. But, they're very positive. And just for anyone who's like I said, I've never been, so I don't know. But like, if you're just a writer in general, this seems like a really fun place to be. Like, they have a lot of writing. What's the word I'm thinking of?
Workshops.
Thank you. Yeah, they have a lot of writers' workshops
and panels and stuff.
Yeah, and they do a lot of gaming. They do a lot of board gaming. Some WOT based, somewhat, some not. Oh, looks like Brandon Sanderson is going to be there, or at least
what
he's gonna.
A lot of the people I interact with on Twitter go to that stuff, and they're so positive.
Oh no, sorry. They're talking about other Sanderson projects, it looks like.
Okay, yeah, I was to say, I'm looking at the guest list. He's not on here.
Yeah, there's just a series of Sanderson talks.
So at the JordanCon, special guest Guy Roberts is going to be there.
Oh,
so he's going to be at JordanCon.
Okay.
He got his invite. Did you guys get yours? I got mine.
We didn't get invited officially, but we at some point Justin got a text saying like, "Hey, you guys should do this." And
not until we get invited.
Fuck that. We're taking over. We're not asking for an invitation. We're gonna go there, and because season 3 is gonna be awesome, and it's gonna lead to great speculation for season 4, and we're gonna go podcast all about it next year.
Listen,
I am still excited for season 3 because it's got a lot of stuff. I've disengaged myself from book brain, but it's still got to be a little better this year. It got a little better second season, not story wise, but it was more interesting. But it's got to come together. The third season, it's got to come together.
There's a discussion called the Great Season 2 Adaptation Panel. Jeremy,
guess the one.
I think you've been invited to that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here's one for you, Jeremy. Looney Theories.
Oh,
there's going to be a whole.
That's Justin's. Come on.
Do you have any out of the box theories about what could happen in the show? What if Nynaeve is actually the Dragon Reborn? What if Matt is actually the Dark One? What if Leandrin is in love with Moraine? Okay, that last one isn't that loony. That's fun. Let's have some fun. Like, you know what? Let's have some fun.
Let's do it.
I felt like a couple of the ones that I brought up to the editor, because even he was like, oh shit. And like, he's pretty, seems like he's got a way brighter mind than all three of us put together. So
He's a sharp dude.
if I come up with something that he didn't think about, even like in a bad way, he's like, oh, okay, that'd be interesting.
Here you go, Justin. This one's for you. This one is 18 and up only. Adults only.
Ooh.
At the Igloo Bond Balefire panel. 3 characters from the Wheel of Time appear before our panelists. They have to choose which one they would take into a chilly igloo to keep warm, one to bond to be their companion for life, and another that will need to be woven out of the pattern forever.
Oh dear God.
What will it's marry, fuck, kill for the Wheel of
Yeah, they do that on Twitter sometimes. That's fun. We should do that.
Oh, that's amazing. They have an Old Tongue class. You can learn how to speak Old Tongue. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, if you're near Atlanta and like I said, whether the show is the best show you've ever seen or not, or even if you're vaguely interested in the Wheel of Time, if you're into literature and like-minded people, check out JordanCon, and we'll see you there in 2025, bitches.
Yep, that's right.
That's right.
And
Good night.
Jeremy might not go because he doesn't like anything.
I love things. I love things that are awesome. Actually,
You love things that are not awesome too.
I love things that suck too. Because I'm a Raiders fan. I love the Raiders. They've not been good for a long time. Hey, just like this TV show.
Hey, at least the Raiders were good once.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
More than once, several times.
Thank you, buddy.
This show had promise way more recently than the Raiders.
Hey, go fuck yourself. That's probably true though.
Okay, it had more promise, but it never delivered.
You're not a Raiders fan. You wonder why I'm so optimistic about this fucking show. I'm a Raiders fan.
Yeah.
We're going to the Super Bowl every year, brother. Every move's the right move. What about these draft picks?
I lived through the 80s and the 90s as a Seahawks fan. Y'all can fuck yourself. Season 3 and the NFL season kick off at about the same time, so we can talk about how great they are. So, thank you for listening to Thank the Light, and may you always wear the patch on the bad eye.
And since all we did was talk about Star Wars for the first 20 minutes, may the Force be with you. And may you always find water and shade.
Don't watch the show.
Jeremy.
Go to JordanCon. Have fun with your nerds. Don't watch the show.
Oh my
It's
God.
terrible.
But listen to us. Don't watch the show if you don't want to, but listen to us. Yeah.
Oh, listen to us.
God.
Listen to MRU.
Yeah. Listen. Because Jeremy doesn't want to do this anymore.
Movies are us.
For more Thank the Light, head on over to patreon.com/soundsawesome. That's patreon.com/soundsawesome.
No, I do want to do this because honestly, I don't mind hating stuff. I don't mind being like, this show is terrible. And let me tell you why.
No. And after you made me cry the one time, I got over it. And now it's kind of funny.
It wasn't just me. Desmond helped.
Thank you for listening to Thank the Light, the Wheel of Time podcast. Please like, subscribe, and tell a friend about Thank the Light. And please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/soundsawesome. That's patreon.com/soundsawesome, where for $3 a month, you can receive an exclusive episode every 2 weeks. If you would like to continue to support the show for free, we just ask again that you please like, subscribe, and tell a friend about Thank the Light. Check us out on Twitter and Instagram at Wolf Brothers at Parstailman. We are Wolf Brothers at Parstailman, or Facebook, where we are Wote: the Wheel of Time podcast. Send questions and comments to thankthelight@gmail.com. That is thankthelight@gmail.com. Looking for another great podcast to listen to while you wait for the next episode of Thank the Light? Head on over to whatsoundsawesome.com and check out our great podcast lineup. We have comedy spirituality, time travel movies, fitness and nutrition, and coming soon we have Movies Are Us, where you guessed it, we're going to be talking about movies that you could find at the wonderful brick and mortar store of Toys R Us. If it's a game, if it's a board game, if it's a video game, if it's just a good old-fashioned toy and they have turned it into a movie, we are going to discuss it very soon. Stay posted for the soon-to-be-released podcast, movies are us. You can find it at whatsoundsawesome.com along with all the answers, Truth Not Trends, Time Pop, Be Brave, and That Fitness Couple. You can find it at whatsoundsawesome.com or wherever you find fine, free podcasts. And I just want to follow in Jeremy's footsteps. When I was the hardest on this show, I still wanted to watch it. I just didn't want to admit it was good. Like, I'll watch the.
You can't admit it's good if it's not good.
I'll watch this show harder if it just really just derail. Like if it, I don't want this show to middle itself for the next 3 seasons. Like,
You know what?
either pick it up or flush it down the toilet. Like, let's party.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know what? Go off the rails.
Yeah.
If we're gonna go off the rails, I mean, drive it into the Grand Canyon. Let's do it.
Dude, I'm with that actually. I mean, I'm okay with that actually. If you want to just go Legend of the Seeker, fucking do it. I mean, like,
Let's
you're not
do
gonna
it.
do. Hey, Rafe Judikins, put Rand in a kilt and give him a longbow,
Yes.
and I don't care. I don't know what to make it Outlander, whatever. Just go crazy.
Maybe make it a Monster of the Week or a Forsaken of the Week show. Like, they got to kill a new Forsaken, and we thought there were 8, but there's
Who knew there were
180.
37 Forsaken?
We got to
They're
get into
just dreadlords. You guys are liars.
yeah. We got to get into syndication. We got to do 100 episodes.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, just fucking the Wolfman shows up for a week and they got to hunt down the Wolfman.
Couldn't be any worse than they're doing right now.
I just keep thinking it's like the Blacklist. It's the Wheel of Time : the Blacklist.
Okay, I just heard something the other day that
That's the second time I've heard Blacklist mentioned to me in person today. My boss said, "Do you ever watch the Blacklist?" I'm like, "What? No." And she does not talk about TV shows ever.
Those are my 2 pet peeves. When you won't shut up about your baby, and when you won't shut up about having to bury your dead in the middle of an apocalypse. Like, you're being chased by roving.
Yeah, they're gonna be eaten. You're gonna be eaten too if you stop to bury them. So fucking keep on trucking, kids.
But we have to stop and bury our... No, you fucking don't.
No,
Like,
you fucking don't. You need to keep running.
I am not average. I am not ordinary. I am a masterpiece. You know I do it for me. I am not perfect. No, that's imaginary. But I'm a masterpiece. You know I do it for me. And all my colors and paints, all my lines and my shapes, every move that I make, I am not basic. It's self-explanatory. I am a masterpiece. You know I do it for me. Just the way I like it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
maybe a dingo ate your baby.
Mixed and edited by Desmond McNeese for We Mixed It, LLC. Go to whatsoundsawesome.com.
That's how you get pink eye.